Okay, well, it's funny you mentioned about your partner calling you Nix because I do want to obviously ask, what the inspiration is behind the name because yes, there's Nix, but then Ironstone. I looked up a few things, or at least Nix, it can translate to night or water spirit from Greek or Germanic. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes, I did look up the origin when I was originally thinking of changing my name, which, like, I mean, is pretty badass by definition. I have to say, though, why I get called Nix is because I'm really clumsy and I have lots of nicks and bruises all the time. So I'm not quite as badass. It's more that I just bump into things.
Okay, and Ironstone, where did that come from?
So that's actually my partner's last name. His last name is Ironstone, which is like the coolest last name ever. People always ask him like if it's real or made up, just because it's pretty badass. And we're actually getting married next week on Halloween. So I figured, I would just take the name.
Amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Um, I do want to ask about, before we get into the music, the new music, the color purple. Clearly, it's in everything you do. In every little, I went through I went back through your Instagram, and like every post contains some form of purple. Your hair, the background, the filter. I want to ask, has that been a conscious choice? Because I kind of compare it to the Brat Green effect with Charlie XCX.
Yes. Yes.
Why purple for you, and what's the reasoning?
So purple, funnily enough, like originally when I was trying to sort of start branding, like my favorite color is black other than purple. And so like I was doing a lot of black and white for a while, but then it was just like it didn't feel like an identity. And purple is like the only color I've ever loved because otherwise I just love black and white. I'm not a colorful gal. But purple just represents so many amazing things. I mean, it's used in a lot of causes to support women, like women's empowerment. It means power. It comes from a very powerful place. So it felt very fitting for what I was doing. I do a lot of things to empower women, and it just felt like such a powerful color for the cause. And when I started like putting it into my Instagram, it was slow over time, and then I would add more and more and more until like everything had been taken over purple. But it really worked because now people just assume when they see something purple it has to do with me. Like all the time people would just send me like random memes and be like, oh, I thought this was you because it was purple.
Yeah, no, look, might as well own it, and if that makes people think of you, then it's clearly working, right? So,
Right, I'm not going to complain.
no, no. Actually, just going back a second, you saying your wedding's next week. Do you plan on performing at your own wedding?
No, I do not. I mean, I know that like a lot of artists do, and I think that's cool for them, but that was never something I wanted to do. I feel like I absolutely love being on stage and performing, but on my wedding day, I just want to enjoy my friends and family, talk to everyone. I don't need to be on the stage that day, but I do have lots of musician friends coming, and some of them will be performing. So I'm excited to enjoy their music instead.
Okay, fair enough. No, and that's I think a good thing, right? You need to like relax and enjoy your day, not just be
Right?
performing all the time. So, speaking of performing, obviously, again, you have this new shift in music sound from country to this alt rock, indie, whatever you want to call it, and I find that fascinating because, as you know, in the last few years, country has been exploding, and some people have gone from another genre to country. You're doing the opposite. First of all, is that scary to you, and why this shift?
Yeah, I like to be the opposite of what everyone's doing, but I always felt like very on the outside of country music. I mean, like even my aesthetic and like my branding, it's always kind of been similar to what it is now. I obviously have the ability to push it even farther now, but I was always just like sort of this alternative country artist, and I think I love country music so much because of its storytelling. And like that's something I still want to carry through in my music. But I think I just like took my storytelling and tried to fit it into this storytelling world of country music, but it never totally aligned. And it got harder and harder to leave though, because I made all these connections and these like wonderful people and humans that I got to work with in this space, that it was like, okay, like I think it's too late to make a jump. And then as I got into my 30s, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to make a change, I think it's now or never. And it sort of like gave me the bravery to take the leap and just really be, I think, more authentic to myself than I was being with country music.
Fair enough. And I can assure you, it's never too late to make a change in music. So don't worry about that. So of course, again, you've released this your first single under Nix Ironstone, "Dead to Me." Great song, first of all. I definitely get comparisons to "Before He Cheats," Carrie Underwood. I want to know if that song has ever been an inspiration to you, and I also want to learn about the background of the song because on one end, I think it's like "Dead to Me," like the old version of you, but also it's like, did someone hurt you? Or I don't know. Let me know if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, well, first of all, I love like any of those types of songs, like the Carrie Underwood song. Like, I mean, obviously these are country references, but like Dixie Chicks have like the Earl song. Like any songs that are like about offing someone, just love those types of tunes. I think people are sometimes scared for my partner Damon, as I'm like always singing these songs about murder. uh, but I just find like the storytelling in that is so unique, and it's like such a fun way to express something that you're obviously not ever going to live out. But for this song in particular, a lot of people have been saying, yeah, they're interpreting it as maybe it's like the old me is dead, which is definitely one way to look at it. But I wrote this song actually from the perspective of me as a loyal friend watching somebody else get hurt. Like the end lyrics of the chorus are like, for what you did to her, you're dead to me. So it was me watching one of my best friends go through a difficult relationship with somebody that just like continued to hurt her and then weasel his way back in. And like for me, I was just like, enough is enough. Like you can do what you want, but I don't forgive him anymore. So he's dead to me.
Okay, fair enough. And again, talking about that shift in music, so going from country to this new genre, does that change how you prepare or how you come up with songs, or it's still like the same process for you?
It has been a little bit different just because writing in country for, 10 plus years, and it has evolved to writing in country, but like the normal sort of way of writing in country is like you're just chilling with some people and somebody's, playing some chords on the guitar. You write the lyrics and the melody, and then someone like makes a nice work tape on their phone of like just, four chords and the truth. And that's sort of it. And then, obviously you take it to the studio later, but I'm finding writing in this genre, like everything is so demo focused right away. Like people will come in with like a full track already, and it's like, okay, let's write to this. And you're like already putting the vocals down right away, which is really cool because you get like such a nice track at the end of the writing process. But for me, that took a little adjusting because like I'm just used to maybe a different pace of the write. And so it's definitely been a learning curve for me, but it's also been really fun because I think you can express things more and sort of take things further in the alternative genre. I mean, country still has its limiting factors, its lovely wholesome feel to some extent. So, this has given me the ability to take what I want to say to the next level, which has been really, really fun.
Okay. I just recently learned because like with the song "Dead to Me," working with I don't pronounce Hill Corcudis. How do you pronounce her name?
Yes. Cordis, I think. Also,
Yeah,
I never asked her to pronounce it for me when we were working together. I should have.
I just learned about her through your music, but she's been around for a while. Like, how did you get in touch with her? Have you been with her, worked with her before?
This was my first time working with her, but holy hell, she is amazing. Like a powerhouse producer. I was actually really lucky. So I've been working with an A&R guy by the name of Fraser Hill. He's been sort of connecting me with artists and producers and writers in this new world because, of course, jumping in here, I didn't know anybody who wrote in this vein. So he was sort of the connector, and I wrote the song with Mallory Tor. She's a pop artist, amazing. And she produces as well. So we sort of built the track, and then Fraser was like, oh, I think Hill would be like really, really great on this track. Like, I think you guys should meet up and just see what happens. And The three of us together was just so much fun. It was just like the ultimate girl power creation. They're both extremely talented, so to be able to work with such powerful women on a project was a dream come true, and I really felt like they brought something different out in me, especially going into this new world.
I love that. Do you plan on working with them, or are you working with them on your next songs or your album, or what's the plan?
I definitely plan to. Mal and I have written quite a few songs together, so I think some of those will definitely be contenders for what's to come. I've also been working with a wonderful guy by the name of Matt Riches. He's a writer producer as well, and I think we're gonna work on the next track together. So I'm excited for that. But the all female team was seriously a dream, so it's definitely gonna come back for a few more tunes on this record.
Okay, I love that. Us on a completely random note, I did learn that we do share something in common. I believe you said you got your certification in like fitness slash nutrition a while ago.
Yes,
Right?
long time ago now.
Were you a personal trainer?
I dropped out of school. Like I went to university for a year and then I dropped out to do music full time. And then I was like, well, maybe I need to get a degree in something, like just, in case plans don't work out, although I've never really had a backup plan. So I went to school online for fitness and nutrition, and I sort of was like slowly doing it a little bit. I had like a couple clients, and then I was just like, yeah, I can't focus on this and music at the same time. But I certainly use the information to kick my own butt and keep myself in shape. I was just working out and getting ready before this. So those skills are like it's useful information to have. Is that something that you do? Like, do you teach clients and stuff, or?
I used so like it's funny. I'm from Montreal, but I live in Toronto. And both in Montreal and Toronto, I had two jobs at the same time. I was working in radio, not on air, but like in promotions,
Okay,
and I was a personal trainer. So
nice.
it's two opposite worlds, like fitness and music. But I love them both, and I haven't trained in a couple years. But like you said, I train myself, so I
Right?
use the
Keep
tools and
yourself
know.
safe.
Yeah. Or did you go through like Can Fit Pro, or what did you do? I'm just curious.
It was actually a program called Fit Chicks. It was literally run by two females. Literally everything I do is surrounded by women. I just like love women who go after what they want. But these two women were certified and like started their own business. So you did like a whole schooling program through them, and you actually have to keep up with it. So like every couple years I have to do like a test and like learn new information in order to like be relevant still. I'm sure you have to keep up with stuff as well.
Right. That honestly, I just thought of an idea. I'm just throwing it out there because she is similar. She's a Canadian artist, but she also does fitness stuff, and she has like a business. I forget what it is called, but Julie Black. I don't know if you're familiar.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
She does stuff in the fitness world. I don't know if she runs classes, but I know it's like
Okay.
women focused. So
I love that.
yeah.
Let's go to class. That would be awesome.
So I already asked you, but do you plan on for the rest? Well, yeah, the year's almost over. Goddamn.
I know.
Do you plan on releasing more music this year, or do you have a plan for next year already?
So I think we'll just let this one roll out for the rest of the year, and then we get into Christmas. Nobody's into new music at that time unless you're putting out a Christmas record, which the old me has one, so I might have to create some new Christmas music. But we do have a plan for a couple singles next year, or at least the plan for right now. You never know with the artists; it's always changing, but. I have a bit of a sexy kind of love song that I want to put out at the top of the year. I like to time all my music with like the time of year. So Valentine's Day, we need a sexy love song, and then I also have written a female empowerment anthem, and I had one as Nicole Ray, and I really wanted to bring that spirit into the Nix Ironstone project, and so I think that might have to come out in March for International Women's Month. So that's sort of the loose plan right now, and then I'm really hoping to put out a full record by the end of 2026.
Okay. Just like maybe another question I'm thinking of is like again going from country to this new genre. Has your like what do you call it? Like your inspiration, has that changed? Like are you listening to different artists now or looking for new inspiration at all?
Definitely. I feel like I knew everybody in the country world, especially because like the independent artists are so connected. It's such a community. So I would always be like listening to all the artists around me and like hearing what they were doing. And of course, the bigger artists as well. But in this world, it's like, I know the bigger artists, of course, but I don't know like who the independents are, the people like me, just like hustling and putting music out there. So I'm starting to research now that I've put out a song. My Spotify is giving me, you know, the like sounds like, or people also listen to. So I've started to check out some artists, and I'm gonna have to do some more research because I feel like I need to like know this world and make some friends and connections in this new genre.
Amazing. I love that. And again, kudos to you because I know it's not easy to make that jump and it can be nerve-wracking, like you said, even in your 30s or whatever. So good luck with that, but also good luck. Congratulations again with the wedding and good
Thank
luck with it.
you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. It means so much.